Una hora apretando botón. No le queda nada. No le queda nada a Mogor. Vale, esta mañana he tenido la última actualización. Por lo que veo no es el idioma.
Noiramore Academy, one of Drakenspire's most
Por
prestigious
cierto,
schools with over
hasta el
500
31 de
years of
octubre,
storied history. The current
Brain
headmaster,
Gaming,
Julius Claiborne,
todo
is a
gratis.
former general who runs our
Era
school
lo que
with
viene, ¿eh?
military precision and discipline. Our wonderful planet of Noives is home to a great many talents in resonetic abilities, and Noiramore's teachers are uniquely qualified in instructing such essential subjects. But while we specialize in resonetic talents, our other subjects are not taught any less thoroughly, and every student is encouraged to explore their unique talents in our extracurricular programs. Noiramore Academy guides our students to commit to their studies, keep sound minds, maintain their manners, and most importantly, behave in a manner befitting the reputation of our beloved institution.
Extortion, Miss Hovern. Is that really what you're up to now?
I wouldn't call it extortion, sir. I simply told the cafeteria cook that I would keep the existence of his pet vermin on the down low if he provided me with an extra brownie or two at lunchtime. It was mutual exchange that neither of us had issues with.
Yes, Judith, that's extortion. Of course he had issues with it. Thank goodness I caught you in the act.
Well, why am I the one sitting here in this office when it's the cook who is keeping vermin pets?
I've already talked with
Normal, pero
Mrs.
esos son mandos de
Seabrook,
mierda.
Judith. It's dealt with.
Esos son
And
mandos
more
de mierda.
importantly, none of your business.
Bueno, es este.
What concerns me is you. Sneaking around at night, lying to
Muy
teachers,
sencillo. Acaba de salir
extorting
Dragon Ball.
staff.
70 pavos.
This is a
Bueno, baja.
decidedly concerning
Pago para la
trend.
gente.
Don't you want to be a good example
La
for
gente que
your
van a hacer por
sister?
subirlo. Accesorios.
Indeed, it must be
Una
hard
baja.
enough for her to be younger than her classmates.
Para ganar menos dinero.
For the next month, you are not permitted to attend film club. Do you
perder no
understand,
pierdes.
Miss Hovern?
Ganan menos.
But, sir, I won't be able to see any movies outside of that club.
Hence why it's a punishment. Miss Nunatak will check that you aren't seen there.
I'll make sure of it.
Judith, head back to class, please.
Good old Seabrook didn't rat me out, it seems. Brownies weren't the only things I asked him for. Apparently, one of his old classmates from back in the day was really
No me estoy
into
enterando de
puzzles.
nada.
He set up some kind of secret puzzle in the history classroom years ago, and
Ah,
Seabrook
vai.
never
Planeando
figured
su
it
próximo
out.
golpe.
Let's see if I can.
During the Onyx War, various battles were fought in the Inked Wastes. Some were relegated to land, others underground in the caverns, and many on the Inked Sea. Our fiefdom, Drakkenspire, went head-to-head against the fiefdom of Northburg in a horrid conflict spanning 4 years. It irrevocably changed our fiefdom forever. Miss Cabrera, no drawing in class. Can anyone here tell me why the Onyx War was instigated? Miss Landerhoof?
Yes, ma'am. The Onyx War was started due to Northburg spies sabotaging our resonetic ring production process. Northburg took advantage of this to sell their own rings in order to gain the kingdom's favor.
A
Tal vez
good
es la Marisa
summation,
Villa.
Miss Landerhoof. Can anyone else tell me why
Venga,
it was
bastante.
the Inked Wastes that were chosen as the fateful battleground?
The Inked Wastes is between the two fiefdoms. Plus, it was where we mined our ore for the rings.
Excellent, Mr. Strumps. Now, what is it about the
Pues encima no
Inked
ponen ningún
Wastes
título.
that make it a particularly terrible place to fight a war? Miss Acre?
Oh, yes, Miss Grimsby. Well, the Inked Waste is a nasty, nasty place, full of horrid creatures that will gobble you up and suck out all of your blood. Oh, and of course you can't forget to mention the Surge, which will suck you down into its deep depths and fill your lungs with tar, its tendrils digging deep into your brain until...
That's quite enough, Miss Acre. Oh, quite enough. Our unit this semester
Venga, a ver qué le
will
pegan la
be
primera
all
hostia a
about
este.
the
Tantra.
Onyx War. Since it is the most recent major conflict in Drakkenspire's history, we will be studying it in depth. And speaking of which, you may have heard tell that a new science teacher
Está
will
mal.
be joining
Muy
us this
cuchillo en la
year
diente.
to replace Mr. Mason. His name is Mr. Bagshaw, and he actually worked in the Research and Development Division of the Drakkenspire
¿Y
Army.
lo que te gusta?
I'm sure he will have plenty to share with you that can enhance your education. Anyway, I am now giving you the rest
Está que la
of the
pasan el cuerno.
period to work on the papers I assigned to you yesterday about the instigation of the war. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Dismissed.
The note Seabrook gave me says history classroom. Page number equals number of cave hounds times number of windows plus number of desks.
Eso te dijo. Oh,
Guess I'll give the textbook shelf a look.
Hostia, qué mensajillo. Ah, no.
Becky, Nicholas,
What do you want?
nothing. Can't a friend just greet a friend without coming across as needy?
Huh, friend. Right. Leave us alone.
A diorama of a typical crystal farm from 500 years ago. It's considered good, honest work. But if being honest means no money and a lack of indoor plumbing, I think I'll keep my tongue white with at least a few lies.
Porque no me había puesto a tomar. ¿Qué quieres?
Depicting Queen Clarentia. Why only royal food smeared all over an image of their face, though? Oh, renovations. Bigger ones for hunting.
No me estoy intentando.
Amor, me pongo el pijama, me cuelgo la ropa, preparo la cama. Hey ho, let's go. Hey ho, let's go. Amor.
A statue of a cave hound. They don't have eyes, since they live in deep caves, and hunt using echolocation. Additionally, they are very good performers.
Uno. Oh. Más los estudiantes. Luego que hago con esto. Topo.
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for. That doesn't sound right.
Sí. Los estudiantes que están, no, es que no sé cómo. ¿Qué es esto? Los estudiantes. ¿Es de? ¿Alguien me diga? No sé. ¿Este?
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for.
42. ¿Dónde?
That doesn't sound right.
¡Una mierda! Eso es lo que es este juego. ¡Una santa mierda!
Y encima en extranjero. Es que no tienen santos cojones de ponerlo en español. No, ¿qué hay aquí más? ¿Siete? Desde ventanas.
doesn't sound right.
¿Serán los pupitres que están ocupados? Hacer esto. No, en la página 6. El perro. Hay uno. Oh, el número de ventana. Y 13. ¿Más? ¿Son todos? ¿O los que están ocupados? ¿O?
¡Hijo puta!
Era el Harry Potter del líder.
Hey, have you finished the paper yet?
Naturally.
Ha! Well, I'm just a tad worried about getting it done on time. Especially because I'm just not getting it. Mrs. Grimsby's teaching style is, well...
Atrocious.
I was going to choose a kinder word, like peculiar?
That's the meanest thing I've ever heard coming out of your mouth.
Well, it's hard for her to teach about a war when she gets queasy over just mentioning death or blood. She's definitely skipping out on some important stuff. Can you summarize the cause of the war a
Es igual que el
bit more
personaje.
clearly for me?
Por cierto, tengo bajado el ¿cómo se llama? El nuevo que ha salido. Va a ser el Guapi.
All right. Don't tell me I never did anything for you. The fiefdoms of Northburg and Drakenspire have been at odds for hundreds of years, ever since they were first established by brothers with bad blood between them. Our fiefdom of Drakenspire was known for the production of excellent resonetic augmentation rings.
Estos
This
son los
was due
mismos que
to the
hicieron otro
high
juego que
quality
también
ore
de las
mined from
traía.
our territory in the Inked Wastes. These rings rose our standing with the king,
Es el mismo estilo de juego,
drawing
pero
the
aquí le da
jealousy
color.
of Northburg. 25 years ago, however, many rings were found to be dangerously faulty, to the point that some who used them lost their resonetic talents altogether. A misinformation campaign was
Es que me
launched
gustan, pero
that
joder.
said it was due to
En
Baron
inglés,
Laeric of
incapaz de poner esto.
Drakenspire pursuing cheaper mining in areas with ore tainted by the Surge. Royal investigations were launched. In the
Todos queremos
meantime,
vender, ¿sabes?
Baron Neirath of Northburg offered to sell his own rings and provide medical assistance to the affected fiefdoms. The king began to
Lo
favour
vuelvo a
Neirath
decir.
and
Los que
granted
tengáis
him the
Prime y
rights
los
to
que no tengáis
mine
Prime.
in the Inked Wastes.
Hasta el 31 de
Soon,
octubre,
however, the king's
agarrar los machos que van a
spies
dar
revealed
premio.
the
Van a
truth.
tener.
A double
Nada, juegos
agent,
por el Prime que
supposedly
te cagas.
working for Drakenspire, had manipulated documents to direct miners to the tainted areas, making it look like Baron Laeric had ordered it. Once the truth was revealed, tensions between the fiefdoms skyrocketed. Laeric, furious, mobilized his troops and marched upon the Inked Wastes, intent on taking his mines back. Neirath sent out troops in response, declaring that he still had legal rights to the land. A battle began. The initial conflict was very bloody, very quickly, since Drakenspire's citizenry were incensed at Neirath's actions. The fervor of combat led to some of the Northburg miners to be killed in the fray. Since they were civilians, Northburg's soldiers fought back with a similar anger. Meanwhile, the king was mad with Laeric for engaging Neirath since the investigation was not closed, and he'd bypassed royal authority by sending out troops. As such, the king did not take sides, leading the fiefdoms to engage in combat exclusively with the other, as other fiefdoms were not permitted to become involved. The war lasted for 4 years and was fought almost entirely in the Inked Wastes. The area was already known for its strange, twisted evils, horrid beasts and the infection of the surge on the land, brutal bloodshed, and new types of resonetic weaponry only twisted the place further. One can only be glad we were born after it was all over, eh?
Huh. I think I'm getting it a bit more now. Thanks, Judith.
No problem.
You mentioned resonetic weapons affecting the land. Did those help or hurt the surge? Oh, and what happened to Lord Nairath after the war?
This whole unit is going to be about the war. You'll learn that stuff soon enough. And if you don't get it, I'll drill it into your skull, knucklehead.
Ha ha. Thanks.
Any plans for the treehouse?
Yeah, I've got a few sketches I'm working on. I don't know how I'm going to get enough wood or nails to finish my plans though.
We could take apart the door on Glitter's stable. Or we could dig up her grave and use the coffin. She's an animal made out of stone. She doesn't really need a coffin anyway.
Judith.
Alright, alright. If I come across any, I'll make sure not to tell you where I sourced it from. An old plate depicting Queen Clarentia. Oh, come on, Judith.
Ventana. ¿Esto contará como ventana? Sí, contará como ventana.
From what I remember, this classroom's construction was sponsored by one of Drakenspire's ladies. Her likeness is depicted here to thank the cave hound statue. A Corvinstone crystal. I wonder if a royal... Before I ask them, I should... That doesn't sound right.
Hey, Jay. What's the damage?
Banned from film club for a while.
Bummer. We just got a copy of Murder in the Depths, too.
You did?
Yep. Hopefully they won't return it to town before you see it.
Almost makes me regret being such a delinquent. Have you finished your paper?
No, I'm a visual artist. Words bore me.
Do you want some help or something?
It'll all go over my horns anyway. Don't bother. I'll
Amor?
Número de páginas es el número de cabejon 1, que es el progreso, o el de ventanas. Ventanas son 13. 13 más. 3 de estudiantes. Están vacíos. Están llenos, ¿no?
A statue of a cave hound. They don't have eyes, since they live in deep caves, and hunt using additionally, they...
Número de ventanas. Voy a probar con un vacío.
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for. That doesn't sound
Hay
right.
que multiplicarlo por la edad de tu puta madre. Claro. Más 13 ventanas. Pero ventanas se refiere a esto. Y esto también es un ventana. He probado. Con los estudiantes que están en el pupitre. Con los que no están. Con todos juntos. O sea, entonces solo estas ventanas aquí. Dicho, yo tengo el último puesto. Vamos a ver. Más. Un perro. Joder, en una ventana.
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for. That doesn't sound right.
Ya te digo, hay que multiplicar por aquí. Hay una, vamos. Perfecto.
Before... that doesn't sound right.
Yo tengo la última versión, dando la cámara. Nadie lo ve. Sí, lo escuché. Vale. Uno, dos, de ventanas. Más. ¿Viste? ¿Viste? Tío. Lleno. Todo.
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for. That doesn't sound right.
Continúa.
These were all recently published. Seabrook's friend went to school before the war, so I doubt... I should ask the book sprites for... A model of one of the submarines used in the war. They were gradually...
Sí, pero está en la Moncloa.
Oh my god.
Ahí se ve otro. Otro. Dos. Sí, no, vamos a...
before. That doesn't sound right.
Una leer, como que no es compatible eso. Pues, yo tengo el Steam Chat. Aparte. Pues. Y el jefe de toda la rata. Están los perros. Están las ratas. La de Bindu, la izquierda. Perros pintados. Este. Pero la suma tampoco me... Ese que está ahí no es un perro. Rinoceronte. Esto es mágico.
¿Cómo?
¿Qué juego es para niños este? No te queda ni a mitad. Un juego para niños. Ahora le pones esto a un niño. Vamos a hacer un niño de 15 años. Un niño rata. Y no te dura... No dura ni 30 segundos que ya está jugando al Fortnite.
A knight's helm. Some helmets try to offer protection for the horn. Besides, a picture of a soldier from the Onyx War. A picture of the biggest island in the Inked Sea. These were all recently published. Seabrook's friend went to school before the war, so I doubt any of these would work. I should ask the book sprites for help.
No de perro. Otro.
That doesn't sound right.
Sí, pero hay que encontrarlo, ¿no? Ayer abrimos la puerta final. Pasa que no podemos salir hasta que no hemos encontrado. Hombre. Es chain. No es chain que todavía. Ven, aquí tenemos cuarzo. ¿Cuánto quieres? Este juego, como no lo pongan en piano.
Gina Wendigan, resident drama kid. She was cast as a fluff bat in an upcoming school play and has been method acting for a month now. Her obsession got even worse when she read through the Warrior Bats books. She thinks they're actually accurate to fluff bat behavior, and now she's declared I'm part of her bat clan. Her antics can be weird, but she's a good friend. I've known her for a long time. A model of one of the These were all recently published. Seabrook's friend went to school before the war, so I doubt any of these would work. I should ask.
Pase, pase, tenga la bondad. ¿Cómo? Ah, permítame, por favor, por aquí. Un admirador, un amigo, un esclavo, un siervo. Siéntese, estará usted más cómoda. A sus pies.
Pues ya, mira. Pues ya has dado. ¿Tú tienes el Prime? Puente roto. Pena. Estaba ya Alien Isolation para jugar por el navegador. Miren, estos son los que hicieron el otro juego que era con gatos, ¿no? Eran los mismo diseño de personaje, pero con gatos. No son estos.
Judith?
Any plans for the
Yeah. Judith.
Alright. If I can't...
Sí, pero hermano. Y tres. Probado. Niños que están. Los que no están. Y tres todos juntos. Perro solo hay uno. He probado con ese. He probado con pesca que pinta. Ventanas he probado. Ya del fondo nada más. Estas nada más. Todas juntas. Bueno, aquí detrás está tapando yo, pero pone de alfa bull. O sea que uno está terminado. Alfa, como no pongan las traducciones, nada por la alfa. Que traduzcáis los juegos, una puta vez. Señalado. Supongo que esto será para salir de... Notas la página, el número de página. Es el perro luego es... Tengo que multiplicar por las ventanas o sumar a los pupitres, pero perro, un perro.
A statue of a cave hound. They don't... Addition...
Un perro. Por las ventanas. Uno por las ventanas. Y por aquí. Uno por 13. 13. Luego le sumamos los pupitres. Le sumamos los pupitres vacíos, llenos y en general. Y todos en general. Luego tienes que venir aquí.
Before I ask...
Y decirle la página. $35 más 13, 48.
That doesn't sound right.
Dice que te cuesta. Cinco filas por un 75. Venga, Mai, venga, Mai. Mai. Vamos a ir por fila.
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for. That doesn't sound right. Before I ask them.
33. 30.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Before... That doesn't sound right. Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number I'm looking for. That doesn't sound right.
Ha ido Mai. Y hay aquí en el cuadro hay 3. Ese llanto.
Before I ask them. That doesn't sound right.
Vale, ¿cuánto? Un 6.
Escúchame, esto es lo mejor que vas a encontrar este verano.
¡Canastera! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Canastera! ¡Ole! Canta usted muy bien, muchas gracias.
Este verano y este directo.
¿Cómo?
¿Sabes qué te digo? Que te den por el... Hombre. Lo mismo que esto. No sé qué cojones. Traducción ya. Ya me pongo. Que me dice cable. Book Spirit, ¿quién es? ¿Es Book Spirit?
Before I ask them, I should figure out what page number... That doesn't sound right.
Tampoco. ¿A qué sitio más? ¿A qué te han dado ganas de comprarlo? ¿Qué digo yo? No sé, Tomás, porque aquí termina el verano y ya es Halloween. Es que flipo.